Ting grind high, you living. It's a kid, DreyThe, and I am back with another video. I'm gonna talk about the back and forth between Devon Dudley and JR. But you find my channel first time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share our social medias. All my social media in the description below. Hey yo, if you're a fan of professional wrestling, more specifically the Attitude Era of professional wrestling back in the 90s, early 2000s. So you probably know who Devon Dudley and Jim Ross is. To kind of make a long story short, Devon Dudley kind of exposed Jim Ross for being a racist, and Jim Ross had denied it, but Devon Dudley has recently put up another video going in more details about it, about Jim Ross being a racist, and he pretty much broke down the time, who was around when it happened, and what was actually said. Now, I talked this over with my homeboy. Shout out to him. And be honest with you, I was kind of shocked to be exposed that Jim Ross guy was supposed to be racist, and he wasn't really shocked, but I was. Based off the fact, I guess based off the fact because I like Jim Ross. Jim Ross was probably like one of my favorite commentators during the Attitude era, even in the Ruthless Aggression era. But it goes to show, just because you're a fan of somebody, you can't be blind to who they truly are. But like I said, with that being said, do I believe Devon when he said Jim Ross is a racist? Honestly, yes, because I don't see Devon having a reason like to make this whole story up, and especially how Jim Ross kind of explained himself, where he's like, "Oh, that don't even warrant a response of I booked you, guys, good." Booking someone that's your job, JR. Your job is to book wrestlers and matches. So you can't really use your job as a reason to say I'm not racist, because you're in the working environment. To a certain extent, you gotta work with people even though you don't like them. So that's not really a good reason. And his also people who he said that would vouch for him not being a racist is unfortunately not alive anymore. I believe he said Asper Lad, and then I also believe he said Junkyard Dog. They have passed on a while back. Junkyard. I know who Junkyard Dog is because my grandmother used to watch Junkyard Dog, and she told me about him. So I'm familiar with Junkyard Dog, and yeah, like I said, Junkyard Dog passed away some time ago. So yeah. So my whole notion of this, and the thing about it is, from my perspective, I used to feel bad for Jim Ross. Like, when you hear the story that Vince McMahon used to pretty much bully him, and the fact that he was taken off air and he really wanted to be commentating, and he kind of got pushed to the side or whatever. Knowing this now, it kind of puts everything in a new perspective, so to speak. But that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share our social medias. Remember, everything's the grind. It's the underground takeover, man. Let's get it.